start the day with laughs that hit. Coffee's hot, the jokes are prime. Coffee with Catfishman, morning time. Brew the fun, take a seat. Our daily chuckles can't be beat. Funny moments, sip by sip. Join us now, don't let it slip.
Good morning, folks. The time is, well, holy moly, it's 11:10 a.m. That's right, I'm really late. But the time is 11:10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 7th of July, 2025. And of course, we know that that's the 8th of July for my friends on the other side of the planet there. My friends in Australia, my friends all over Australia. But let's say hello to my friends in Melbourne, particularly. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. That group was so funny, I started it twice. You, my friends, you are you, and you are amazing. You're simply amazing. That's, you know how I know that? These groups were not amazing. You came here. Now they are. Therefore, you must be amazing. I know how to do simple math. That simple math adds up, my friends. Thank you for making these groups amazing. Thanks for being awesome, my friends. Thanks for being you. You know, we have about 812,000 members in our two groups. That's right, we got two groups. I said we started it twice. And, you know, that's bigger than most cities. Actually, many cities. I don't know about most cities, but that's a bigger population than many cities on the planet. So what do we call ourselves? We call ourselves the funniest city on the internet. Population us, friends. Funny people in a funny place, and we're making people laugh. So, hey, had a little issue yesterday. I was poking around in the settings of the group. And I turned off pictures in comments. And that kind of messed a couple of people up. And I want to apologize. I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to make sure that video comments were turned off. And I clicked the wrong button and they were both turned off. So I know I asked people to, you know, send me in photos and stuff from their day. And you couldn't do that yesterday for a little bit. I did fix it. Thank you to Michelle Finnerty for pointing that out. It's been a bumpy ride the last couple of weeks for Michelle. And this was 100% my fault. There was no issue with anybody's accounts. I just clicked the little button that turned off allowing photos in comments, pictures and comments. So it's back on. It was back on yesterday afternoon again, too. So once again, I apologize. Apologize to Rose Glad. And I believe Dave Knapp had that issue, too. And I know Michelle Finnerty did. She commented to me on it, and then once I got home, which was a little while later, I fixed it, and it's fixed right now. So you can definitely comment with photos, and hopefully I don't mess that up again. That it wasn't intentional, folks. We were not taking that away. I just pushed a button I shouldn't have pushed. You know, I'm pretty sure my final words are going to be something like, hey, I wonder what this button does. That's what I think is going to happen. So that happened yesterday. My apologies. That's all fixed. I'll stop apologizing about it. But I do specifically want to apologize to Michelle Finnerty because, oh my gosh, it's been a bumpy ride for her with the group. And it's not anything at all that she's done. It's been Facebook. And then this time it was me being clumsy. Okay, so I'm done. I'm done apologizing for that. I'm sure I'll find something else to apologize later on in this video, friends. You know, how's your day going, though? I like I said, I started this video late. I was doing other things, poking around, working on stuff related to the video and to the group and all that. But I did start this significantly late, and I'm sorry. I got up really early, too. This could have been done a long time ago, so I got no really good excuses, except for I wasn't doing nothing. Just I could have been doing the video earlier. I did change the intro a little bit. What do you think of that? If you noticed any differences, let me know. If you didn't notice the difference, I'll have a link to the old and new, old being like yesterday and news being today. That'll be, hopefully I'll remember, put a link in that in the notes. And if you want to check them out side by side, let me know what you think. Or one after another or whatever. Because I do have that already made. So yeah, that's something I did. I'd like to get your input on that. Just trying to keep things a little fresh. Make things look a little more slick sometimes. I think that might be what I'm working at. That's about it. What are you doing today? I would love to hear about your day. I'd love to hear about you. I'd love to hear about your pets, your plants, the planet you live on, like what part of the planet you live on, your hometown, You can give me details. You can leave it vague. I'd love to hear about you, my friends. Love to make this funniest city on the internet the friendliest city on the internet. But one way to do that is to maybe build a sense of community by getting to know a few of us. And you kind of know about me. I live in Calgary. My name's Lee. I work I work for a hockey team. That's right, the greatest hockey team in the world. Well, my world, the Calgary Flames. And I also work for there are other teams too, which is the Wranglers, the Calgary Hitmen. I also work for the Calgary Stampeders. I work concerts. I do a lot of stuff there. And that's about me. I want to hear about you. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment on this video. Leave a comment in the notes on this video letting me know a little bit about yourself. And I'd love to talk about that tomorrow. What am I doing today? Well, of course I'm making this video, and I started late, and I've already done some stuff earlier, which is poking around with this video, making a new intro, drinking coffee, important stuff like that. After that, well, I don't have any real plans. I think I might do a little bit of running around. Maybe I'll go hit the thrift stores. I'm always on the lookout for comedy CDs and interesting electronics. I shouldn't be doing that because my place is filling up. I'm also expecting a few packages today. Well, one package today. I've got some optical inserts for my VR headset, so I don't have to wear my glasses when I'm doing that. I don't have to scratch up the lenses. That's going to be fun. And then I have a package that I've ordered for my Uncle Andre that's arriving at my mom's place in Rockland, just outside of Ottawa. I can't wait to see how he responds to that package. I'm not saying what it is, my friends. It's kind of not an inside joke. I actually think it's kind of nice. So hopefully I'll have some pictures in the next little while, maybe the next week or so, that I can share with you regarding the package. The gift I sent my uncle. Why did I send it to my mom's place instead of my uncle's? I want to make sure we can get a picture and a video of him with this gift. That's all I'm saying right now. So I've got a couple of packages showing up. Once the package that's coming here shows up, because it does require a signature, I'm not going to take off. Once that shows up, I am going to possibly do a little running around, maybe go to the thrift store, sorry, I can't talk properly, look for a comedy CD or whatever, and some interesting electronics. So I just talked myself into a circle, but that's what I might have going on today. Nothing concrete. I might go back to Stampede tomorrow, which is stupid since I really don't like crowds like that. But I probably won't. I have a plan for tomorrow too, but that's kind of a vacuous plan. It's not set in stone at all. You know who did comment on yesterday's video about their days? Well, I had Dave Knapp and I had Rose Glad comment yesterday on the video. Now, Dave Glad let us know that on the 4th of July, he celebrated the 4th of July with his wife and friends and their adopted granddaughter. They spent the afternoon listening to their favorite band, the Afternoon Band, or their favorite local band at least, the Afternoon Band. Listen to great music. People were dancing. Dave shared some photos. He shared some video. I'm going to bring up the video actually right now of the Afternoon performing. This is just the tail end of the solo going into the chorus from Go Your Own Way. So it's a cover of the Fleetwood Mac song, Go Your Own Way. Imagine I could talk. This is going to cover my face, but this is so I don't have to do any fancy editing later on when I put this video also on TikTok. Now, I'm not going to lie. That is the first time I've seen people two-step to Fleetwood Mac. But awesome. People are up and dancing, having a good time. That's what it's all about. It's a party. Thanks for sharing that, Dave. You know, Dave actually spent some time behind the soundboard that day while they were hanging out there. So I do have some more photos to share. But I also have photos from Rose Glad to share, too. I just want to set them both up because we're going to go 1-2 on that. So Rose Glad's birthday was yesterday. So wish her a happy belated birthday if you didn't wish her a birthday yesterday. In the comments to this video, please come on, folks. Happy birthday to Rose Glad. Well, belated now. And happy birthday, Rose. I know I wished you a birthday yesterday. And once again, sorry you got tangled up in my mistake with the no photos. Rose Glad also shared a fantastic photo of the socks that she finished, baby socks that are going to be sent out, that are being sent out with that sweater that she shared last week for that baby shower. Now I'm going to bring up the photos. We're going to start off with the photo of Dave Knapp. It's a collage of Dave Knapp, his wife, and their adopted granddaughter. Enjoying the 4th, and then we're going to go into that photo of those socks. So let me bring that up right here. Whoops, don't know what I'm doing, but let me bring that up right here. And look at that. Eh? Like, there's Dave, man, right behind the board. Dave rocking the board there. That's awesome, Dave. And there's Dave and his wife and their really cute granddaughter. That's awesome, Dave. I really appreciate you sharing that. Sounds like you had a great 4th of July. I'm glad to hear that you celebrated with friends and family and had a good old time. Dave said that the next day he was really feeling rough, though. You know, it takes a lot out of the body once we get over a certain age. I think our best before date is 35, and after that it's like, hope for the best, folks, because spare parts are hard to come by. I hear you, Dave. I know what it's like. We went to the Stampede the other day, walking around the fairgrounds and all that. I felt like I got run over by the old age truck. But thank you for sharing that. Thanks for sharing the video too. Love the photos there. Glad to hear you. You know that you're a sound guy. That's really cool. I always kind of wanted to be a sound guy. Now my next picture is those amazing socks from Rose Glad. Let me go right there. Look at that. It's just stunning. And I know I use a lot of superlatives in that, but I mean them when I use them. Rose, those look fantastic, and thank you very much for sharing those. Now, I'm going to drag that to the center here, so my TikTok friends will see what I showed. So we're going to start off again. This is that collage of Dave Knapp, celebrating the 4th of July with friends, family, and his wife, and his really cute adopted granddaughter, and they were listening to the band, the Afternoon Band, their favorite local band. And then once again, these are those socks from Rose Glad. Wow, just stunning, absolutely stunning. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Dave, and thank you ahead of time for all you folks that are going to comment on tomorrow's video talking about their days. And you know, Michelle Finnerty, she did attempt to share a photo. A collage of photos on yesterday's video, but at the time we had that thing put in place where you couldn't share a photo. I could kind of see when I went to go review what it was. I couldn't see the photo full because I wouldn't bring it up, but I could see it was a beautiful picture of a butterfly on some flowers. I assume it's from her garden, but I couldn't restore the post. Please share that again with us, Michelle, if you give us another chance. I'm so sorry again. There I am. I'm groveling and apologizing for the same thing. But you know what? You deserve that apology, though. It looked like a great photo, a great collage of photos. We'd love to see that again. Please give us another chance. Please. All right, enough of that. Now I have a couple of posts I want to share with you. I try to do this every day, but the last little while I've been slacking a bit. So a couple of great posts. One is from Bob Peace. The other one is from Sue Ocheski. So let's start with Bob Peace's post. This really made me laugh. It's very much a visual thing, and I really hope you recognize this. If you put googly eyes on the spout of your box wine, it looks like Shaun the Sheep. That's from Arden Films, the people that brought us Wallace and Gromit, Shaun the Sheep. My gosh, does it ever look like Shaun the Sheep? Bob, thank you. That made me snort laugh when I was looking for posts to share this morning. So really appreciate that, Bob. It's freaking hilarious. Now the next one is from Sue Ocheski. You should recognize Sue's name. She shares so many awesome posts, and she also has had a lot of her awesome posts featured right here. I'm going to bring it up right now. It's a simple one that made me laugh. Simple and funny. It's the way I describe myself. I might be overstating the funny part for myself, but not for this post. Bringing it up right now. I'm going to let you read it. Or should I read it too in case there's some people there that just can't make it out? Do what you love and money will follow. I ate pizza, drank wine, took a 5-hour nap in my underwear, and took selfies with my dog. Now I wait. Oh, thank you so very much, Sue. Thank you so very much, Bob. Thank you for making me laugh, and I'm sure you made a lot of other people laugh out there. Thank you to everybody for all your funny posts. Keep them coming, my friends. That's why people come here. That's why these groups are so popular. It's because of your funny stuff. Not mine. Yours. All right, so where the heck are we? I'll tell you where we are. We're running late because I started late because I'm lazy. Well, no, because I putzed around and worked on some other stuff. But anyways, we started late, but I did tell you the time. I did tell you the date on my side of the world and on the other side of the world, and I kind of said hello to all the folks in Australia, and I like to stress that place, that wonderful place, Melbourne. And then I know I talked about that screw up I did yesterday where I turned off the photo commenting. It's fixed. Please share your stuff with photos. And then after that, I apologized to everybody that got affected by that. Michelle Finnerty, Roseglad, and I believe Dave Knapp was also affected by that. And so once again, my apologies. I got to quit apologizing, but it was a big mistake. Nothing to do with your accounts. You did nothing wrong. All on me. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Then I asked about your days. I told you about what my day might be like. I think I told you about my day yesterday a bit. And, I got some vacuous plans. I may have a plan for tomorrow. We told you that yesterday was Roseglad's birthday. Happy birthday, Roseglad. One day belatedly, but I did wish you happy birthday. Yesterday, everybody wish Roseglad happy birthday, please. I'm not the boss of you. I can't tell you what to do. Roseglad shared those amazing songs that she just finished that are being sent off of that sweater that we had seen last week, that baby sweater, for a baby shower. And what the incredible work, as usual. Dave Knapp talked about his 4th of July that he spent with his wife, his adopted granddaughter, and friends and family, enjoying a great afternoon listening to the afternoon band. And he shared a collage of photos, and at the same time he also shared a whole song with me, but I can't share that whole song. Even though it's a cover, it still gets hit by a copyright strike. But we shared a little bit, just a blurb of the afternoon band performing, covering Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way. Sounded great. It was the tail end of the solo going into the chorus, and it just sounded fantastic. Dave, thanks for sharing that. I'm glad you had a great 4th. And and then after that, I once again asked you to share a little bit about yourself and your days. Please do. Just comment on this video. And then I think from there, we shared a couple of posts. One from Bob Pease, one from Sue Ocheski, and they were hilarious. You made me laugh. And I'm sure you made a lot of other people laugh. And then I told you folks how you made us awesome. And keep sharing your funny stuff. And then that got us to here where I just kind of try to orientate myself. Orientated now. Let's get to the bad jokes. What's the best present you could give anybody? A broken drum set. You can't beat that. The doctor just prescribed me some anti-gloating cream. I can't wait to rub it in. I don't know what language oranges speak, but my first guess would be Mandarin. What do pigs and ink have in common? They're both found in pens. When I die, I want my ashes pressed into a record and that record played at my wake. Let's just call that my vinyl request. I hope you enjoy the bad jokes, because they're not all bad jokes. That's just the name of the segment, but definitely some of them are bad jokes. First joke came from my beautiful, wonderful wife. That's right, that first joke was, let me make sure I get you that. That was what's the best present, the broken drum set. Second joke came from, that's the doctor just prescribed me some anti-gloating cream. That was from one of our members, Liz Mint Ball. So, appreciate that. And then the next three, I did 5 today. The next 3, I got 2 from, I shouldn't say just, 2 from Dad Jokes, the cheesy edition, or this book here. Got quite a few from there. At Dad Says Jokes on Instagram and on Facebook. That's the @ sign, Dad Says Jokes. Telling you folks, they're hilarious. You should go and subscribe to everything that they do. I am not affiliated with them, but I do appreciate a good source of funny dad jokes, and that's not easy to find. they're them. I know that's bad grammar. That's on purpose. And I want to tell your jokes. I say this all the time. I want to tell your jokes. Why don't you send your jokes to jokes@welithoughitwasfunny.com? My friend Dave Knapp, he sends me jokes. Rose Glad sends me jokes. Michelle Finnerty sends me jokes. My beautiful, wonderful wife, Wendy, sends me jokes. Why don't you send me some jokes? I'll tell the jokes, and I'll thank you on the air for your jokes, my friends. I would love to do that. I want to tell your jokes. Let's do it. Let's make that joke segment way better with your jokes. And it'd be really cool. Why don't you record yourself telling a joke, whether it be audio or video? I'll take either. Send those to jokes@welithoughitwasfunny.com, just like the same place I want you to send your jokes to. Jokes@welithoughitwasfunny.com. If I use your jokes, I'm going to thank you. And if I use a video or audio of you telling jokes, well, everybody's going to know because there you are telling a joke. Send them all to jokes@welithoughitwasfunny.com. I got a store, right? I know I talk about it all the time. I got a store. I've got some fantastic t-shirts. I've got these coffee cups. I got some stickers. Check out our store at store.welithoughitwasfunny.com. That's store.welithoughitwasfunny.com. Anything you purchase is going to help us out a lot. But at the same time, anything you purchase is going to look great. It's going to be great quality. And if you're out and about in those t-shirts or the hoodies, people ask you about it all the time. I walked through Stampede the other day. People ask me about it. They love the cow. They love the cow in space. And they love that, well, I thought it was funny. It's intriguing to them. And you know what? There's a little QR code in the bottom corner of the t-shirt and the hoodie and that. People can scan that and they can join the group. You've got these coffee cups, as I said. We've got to-go cups. We've got a lot of stuff. Like I said, anything you purchase is going to really help us out. And at the same time, you're going to end up with some cool products. You're going to look great there drinking your coffee cup. I mean, you already look great. You're going to look even better with your coffee cup and or your t-shirt, your hoodie, that sticker. We got a to-go cup. Check it out. We got some cool stuff. And like I said, you'll help us out and you'll look good at the same time. That'd be awesome, folks. Why don't you check it out? Store.welithoughitwasfunny.com. Let's wrap things up here, but not before I reiterate the fact that you have made us the funniest city on the internet. That's right. 812 plus thousand funny people in one place, making people laugh because we're funny. Hundreds of thousands of people a day come to these two groups. Those numbers are incredible. I hope we hit 1 million. I really do. I mean, it's been rocky, but I really hope we hit 1 million. We're getting more people every day. But I am not taking any one of you for granted because I know things can be fleeting. But friends, you've made me so happy being here. You've made me so happy making me laugh. And I'm happy that I was able to provide a place that you folks have decided was a worthwhile place to share your funny stuff and to find your funny stuff. I'm going to be here again tomorrow. I hope you're here again tomorrow too. Hope we have a few new people. But if we don't, it doesn't matter. We already have the best group in the world and the funniest city in the world. We'll see y'all again tomorrow, my friends. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny. Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.